Welcome to Raygo Chess. My name is Max. This is my road to 1000 ELO climb. The highest I've been is 924 ELO. I've been playing consistently for about 18 months. I play 30-minute rapids, basically to give me enough time to genuinely try and calculate and decide what move I want to make. We have been playing chess habits recently. I've been playing a little bit in the background. We're not getting them perfect, but we're starting to improve on them. They're starting to become habits, and we're starting to mold them with the abilities that we've already unlocked over the 18 months of playing. So without further ado, let's just get into this. Start game. We're currently 890. It would be nice to start getting back into the 900 club. So we're not going to be using any particular opening. We're just going to be following the chess habits, which is fight for the center. Try not to double up our pawns. Castle as early as possible. Give the king the snorkel escape route. If he offers to take, we take. I have also got a confirmation button on in the bottom right corner for anyone who doesn't know, who may be new here. It's basically just to prevent mouse slips, which I am more than capable of doing, let's just say that. So, develop our pieces. We did this last time. This looks very familiar. Very familiar. So this guy is not doing very principled moves. He's bringing out the queen early and he's moving it multiple times. That's never a good thing. So I think we use this opportunity to fight for the center. Ignore that queen for now. Although it's very tempting just to try and get a quick checkmate. Max, stick to the principles. Stick to the habits. Stick to the habits. Queen's attacking that, but obviously we can hit it with the queen. By queen attacking, this is obviously what I'm referring to. So we have obviously blocked this bishop in, but that was to defend the king. So now we hop the second knight. Is that he does say though? It doesn't have to be in a particular order. It's the order of whatever you see fit. So what would be our best plan? There's a check in here, but there's two ways of defending it. He could defend it with his queen. If he does take with the queen, we could then hop our knight in. But it's all too premature for what we want to do. So I think for now we just get the second knight involved. So far we've developed 2 pieces, 3 pieces. Okay, if we go there, we essentially can't defend this pawn anymore. So I'm thinking we just push the queen over and allow this bishop out for now. Get the queen over. Defend these 2 pieces. Maybe hop the knight in to get the center. Or we could actually just attack the queen. Yeah, I like the sound of that actually. Let's attack the queen. Hopefully he'll do something stupid like just move there. Unlikely because he's at 8-6-2. Right, what did he just do? So you're looking to bring that in and attack this. But all that will be too little too late when I do that. Not only that, once he moves this, we'll probably attack this bishop, preventing him again from being able to do what he wants to do. But in the meantime, is there anything else? If we hop in here, then essentially you come down, attacking this, get the castle in, and that move's gone. But Chess with a Keen would say this is priority for now. So let's get that out of our half of the board, because we can't just forget everything we've learned. You know what I mean? Can't forget everything we've learned. What? Shut up. Okay. That's that dealt with. Ooh. Say now that's defending it. I just see the little cheeky fork. But obviously the knight. However, that works. Unless obviously he drops all that. Okay, what if we push here and attack the queen? You can't go there, you can't go there. You can't go there, so you'd have to go there. Following the habits. I know we should be castled by now. But he broke principles, didn't he? And I feel like I like the habits and I'm going to use them and we're going to follow through with them. But I really do want to combine them with my own way of playing rather than abandon and starting from scratch my old ways. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is habit play, and the fact that we haven't castled isn't very habit, but I am thinking habits. But he does say on like the level 3 habits, and when I'm saying he, I'm referring to Chessbrah. We'll just call him Chessbrah, the GM. He does say you can complete the opening setup however you see fit, whichever pieces you feel like you need to move. I really, really need to consider. Actually, brother can't go there. You 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 can't go there. Brother! Brother! Just resign, brother. Show me the way to go home, 'cause you're tired and you wanna go to bed. Night-night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay. This is what I'm saying now. So with the habits, drop back, push forward, drop back. Sniper! Or, part of the habits is also drop to the center and attack the middle, which also attacks this knight, which might compel him to move, in which case, bang, good night. So I like that move better. And since we've sort of done this, I'm thinking we don't really need to do that at this point. If he takes, we take with the pawn. And that way, okay. So if I go here, that pins the knight. And then the rook can't move there because I can get it. And then the knight can't take. So that's a good knight. Viennetta. Ice cream for you. And because you can't move diagonally, you can't go there. It's the power of love sent from above. What? Will you give it a rest? Ah, and this is what I'm referring to about if I just followed the habits directly and didn't incorporate my own game, then I would have just done all the opening, got the castle and got the snorkel up, and not seen all of this. You know what I mean? Not chase the queen. And that, as well, for anyone who's wondering, is a prime example of why you don't bring your queen out. It's too early. So, oh, that was a pretty nice move, to be fair. But isn't that just delaying the inevitable? Okay, well, we haven't got his rook unless he's stupid enough to... No. But if I just come here, then that's blocked in anyway. But is there anything else I could do? What if I just pin this quickly? I pin that. If I pin that, then you can't move. And then if I come up and get the rook. Yeah, that's all too slow for you, isn't it? Unless I go there and stop you. Or what if I just hit you? Hang on a minute, let me just think this through. If I go here, you run in and I just get your rook. Piece for a piece. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Let's do that. Let's not overthink it. Let's trade. Let's check a trade. What? Pinned still. So you can't do nothing, which means you can't jump involved. Even if you jump there, it's too little too late. You can't really help. Too late to the party. Too late to the holiday showdown. You can't go there or there. Because if you go there, then I'll just hit you with that. And then you can't even back it. So good night, Viennetta. You can have that piece. Good night, Viennetta. You can have that piece. And now, I suppose it's a clean-up job, isn't it? And you can't even move your knight any of there because it's good night, Vienna. Now I'll probably just castle long ways, you know. Just because it looks a bit safer. The power of love. Gone from above. See you later, alligator. Okay. 897, one step closer. I feel like I wiped the absolute floor with him. Let's have a little game review. How we looking? What we cooking? God damn! 90% accuracy. 90.8% accuracy. You kidding me right now? Played like a 1,650 rating. technically, we should get to 1,000.
Move, which opens up your pieces and strikes the center early. Inviting a direct battle in the center, which usually leads to a pawn exchange.
Sticking to the principles of the habits. Habits are fight for the middle, take when faced with the opportunity. So that's what we did.
Get familiar with this.
We knew we were going to lose that.
Pawn and places the queen in the center.
We got to develop
where
a
it controls
piece.
Many important squares.
Why not attack the queen?
Developing your knight. Your opponent moves their queen to escape your attack.
Now, we could have developed the bishop and put it in front of him, but that's like a... what word does he use? Active and like reactive. So yeah, that would have been a reactive move, which means like I'm reacting to what he's doing. We're playing his game, whereas me offering him a queen trade is an active move because I'm actively saying, come on then. He didn't want the smoke anyway.
This move cuts off the check from the queen.
Seeing I was willing to go there, he didn't want to go there.
They didn't find the right idea.
Which was an even worse move on his behalf because realistically he should have just traded at that point, in which case I would have took the bishop. But the reason I say that is because, like I said in the game, now he's moved this queen like 3 times. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he went there 1, 2, 3. And in that process, I've like developed 2 pieces.
Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended.
Again, we fight for the middle. You mastered a skill. God damn. Man's unlocking skills. Strike at the center, see. So that right there is your evidence that striking for the center is what we're supposed to be doing.
This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game.
Okay, yeah, not a bad move. Backed his queen, also released the bishop.
Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center.
And we could have hopped in there, which is always an opportunity, again, fighting for the middle. But then all he's got to do is drop down, we got to move. You know what I mean? We never want to trade a pawn for a piece. So you need to really think about, if I move there, can he just get me gone in the next move? Or is that like, what did he call it? It's like an outpost, which is basically where you can stick like a knight, and then imagine that pawn's not on that file, and then nothing else is like coming to attack it, and then it's just sat there, and it's basically just holding all these, that whole area protected by the pawn. Got a 2-year-old trying to break down the door here, so I'll have to be quick.
Your knight is pinned to the king, unable to move freely. You had a better option, but this is not bad.
That's another thing.
Your knight is pinned to the king, unable to move freely.
Always consider what's like, when I move there, like what are the options? Like what is the queen doing? This queen's protecting that, isn't it? From that queen. So if I push the bishop up, then that queen can no longer get it because the bishop's sat on that. Then this queen can just come and get it, and then no one is protecting that pawn because it's the only thing protecting it. Not only that, then he can come and get this. All of a sudden, our back rank is done for. So that's why it's about making the right piece moves. And you
had a better option.
Trust me, if you're new here,
bad.
I make mistakes all the time. I'm just talking through like what we should all be thinking if we all want to get a bit better. I'm talking to myself. Future Max, watching this back, remember this. Remember this, why you used that piece and not that piece. I'm talking to myself. You know what I mean? This isn't me trying to school anyone by any stretch of the imagination.
Their best option was, you had a chance to play something better.
Yeah, it might have been better, but it gave him something to think about, didn't it? Because I'm developing a piece and I'm attacking this. And again, like I just said, if I move that there, all you got to do is that. And then I got to move it again. To me, it's too slow. I want to get my pieces out.
You are now able to attack the bishop with a pawn.
Yeah. And I found that move.
Bishop.
And that was nothing to do with habits. That was to do with chess with Akeem. He always says when there's nothing else going on, if anyone is in your side of the board, your primary objective should be able to attack it, get it out, get it gone. You don't want this intruder in your house, so get rid of it. That should be your primary objective. Obviously, that doesn't mean we go with that move straight away. that's what move we're going to go with. We know we can get it. He could retreat if he wants to go the long way, but either way, he's out. And then if he does take, we take, and we're good. We carry on with the habits. You know what I mean? But before making that move again, what else could we do? We could hop in there. The queen is now blocking that pawn, so he's not going to take it because he's never going to lose his queen to a pawn. You know what I mean? So there is other options.
This is a fair trade.
But primary objective, get out
You
of
are
my
threatening
house.
to attack a trap. You get a chance to attack a trapped queen. White attacks a trapped
Boom.
piece.
That's a
and will win
habit.
a queen.
That was a habit. And I don't know if I would have done that, to be
You
honest,
get a
in the
chance to
past.
attack a trapped queen.
I probably would have been thinking, how can I get this queen involved? How can I attack this pawn? Blah-de-blah-de-blah. One simple move, attack the queen.
White attacks
Didn't
a trapped
even
piece
realise it
and will
at
win a
first.
queen.
It took me a few minutes. Because I think, what's he taking so long? Oh my god, he can't even go that way. All of a sudden, good night,
Desperado.
Viennetta.
You
Queen's
want a
out.
queen for free.
Now I'm not considering castling this way. That's something that Chess Habits does do. I think he does it because he's going, I'm trying to drill it into your head. Get the castle in. But ultimately, it's up to me with my abilities that I've already unlocked myself to combine them together with the habits and go, at this point of the game, there's no need for me to go that way. We've got his queen. You know, we're up. It's same material, but I've got the queen and he hasn't. You know what I mean? So let's go and cause some damage. And with that being said, I'll just castle this way and connect the rooks then. But again, let's see what we have
Their
got.
pawn attacks your bishop, kicking it out of its current position.
Again, the habits,
A good choice to move
like
your
I said
threatened
before,
bishop.
are to go down there. But I suppose that's only at the beginning of the game, isn't it? Or if the threat is like I can't go anywhere else. The queen's off the board now. So ultimately, Chessbrah says, aim these bishops into the center. You know what I mean? Into the center. Because ultimately, that's the biggest diagonal to get the most damage. So that's where they're the best. In the same way, like a knight is best in the center, a bishop's best aiming through the center. So we need to bear that in mind, Max, future Max, and everyone else. And then, yeah, moving forward from there.
This move drops the defense. That pin with
Boom.
the king will win material.
He didn't consider the fact that he removed the guards. He wasn't even thinking. Man was just going for it.
That bishop is unprotected and can be captured.
I was
right away.
thinking what's going on there. Like, but again, just give yourself a moment to think. And this is why we play 30-minute rapids. Shout out to my dad, by the way, because I used to play 10 minutes and he was like, mate, you got no time to think. You're better off if you're chasing Elo, having a longer game and giving yourself the best opportunity, because if you play 10-minute games, usually you go with the first fort, the initial fort, rather than, okay, like I was saying before, we can attack this bishop. That was the initial fort, but now we know we're going to do that. Is there anything else before we do that? A 10-minute rapid game doesn't give you that. Well, it doesn't give me that. A 10-minute rapid game means that's our first fort. We've got to go with it because there's not enough time on the clock. So if you're chasing Elo, give yourself the 30-minute rapids. That's my advice and passed down from me dad. So shout out for that one, because I used to ignore it, but it's true. You need to do it. And just that little bit of extra time with no pressure on the clock. My initial thought was, oh my god, no, that was a good move actually. He's attacking me. But then after a little bit, I'm going, well, hang on a minute. Nothing's backing that. Why didn't I just take it? You know what I'm saying?
Your opponent
Sounds
moves their
simple.
rook to escape your attack.
But when you're under pressure, you might miss them because you just think you're being attacked. I better get out of the way. We've all done it. We've all done it.
You missed a chance to win a rook.
And this is
But you're still in a
exactly
winning
why the
position.
habits come in top trump, because if you go back like 2 weeks and watch my games before I start doing any habits, I was in the habit of bringing out like just one, maybe two pieces and trying to close the show. But look what having all these just already out in the open on my pieces developed allowed me to do. And look what him not having any pieces developed prevented him from doing. He couldn't even get out because I was just pin.
Kingside castling becomes available.
And then
for
he's
your
trying to
opponent
get
here.
his pieces. It's all too late, mate. It's all too
Good eye
late.
noticing that piece is trapped. They chose kingside.
Nah.
You won material by a clear recapture.
Now he's defending, so I can't get it yet. So why don't we just take these? I mean, I could really have taken... Did I take with that, actually? Yeah, I did, yeah.
This is a fine move.
Get the other piece
Takes back.
involved. And then...
Very good choice.
And now
This
it's just
move drops
remove the
defense,
guards.
And now you can simply take the... Nice, definitely the right move.
His head had gone completely. And I didn't even castle. Damn, Smokey. 90% accuracy. Shout out Chessbrah. I think you're onto something, mate. Big time. 897. We're nearly back in the 900 club. And then it's on to 1000. If you've enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, leave me a comment. What do you guys think of these habits? Leave it in the comments, and I'll see you boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen tomorrow.